Tavern.
Are we at GAMEX?
Okay, one last thing I should know. Has anyone here joined a particular meta organization called the Scions of Ember?
Oh. No, I haven't heard of that one.
All right, well, you're about to. There is you all happen to be, for some strange reason, in the city of Tarsith, just in time for the Festival of the Sea. A merchant by the name of Valen contacted you, as apparently he heard each of you individually are awesome in your own special right, and wants to gather together some awesome people to do some awesome stuff.
Awesome.
I think he actually wrote down awesome on the paper a couple times too, because he's just that kind of guy.
So we need to buy this guy a new thesaurus.
Yes.
That's awesomely awesomely awesome.
So you all arrive into the city by a teleportation circle that he actually paid for the ritual for, which is
nice,
very unusual.
Generous,
to tell you.
generous.
Tarsith, bustling port city. The first thing to catch your notice is this phenomenon known as the steel sky. You're used to a sky that looks blue. Mm-hmm. Today the sky is not blue. Today the sky is this it actually looks like a steel color from horizon to horizon.
Okay.
Just really funky if you haven't lived in the area before.
Awesome if I was a Steel Sky Liberator.
That is like the Paragon path for this event, this series, yes. There's the city around you is just dressed up for a festival. There's people having shitloads of fun. There's food, there's drink, there's dance, there's booths with people selling everything you can conceive of.
What's the occasion?
Festival of the Sea.
Daytime.
Yes, it's apparently the Festival of the Sea. They, yes. Apparently the ocean feeds most of this populace, and they like to give back now and again.
Meloris, please.
They're kind of off to the side of the festival somehow. They actually have a tent with a temple to Umberly, which is really weird for those of you who understand who she is, let me tell you. She is known as the bitch goddess of the sea. Yes, she's not exactly known for her bright and shiny personality, and yet they have a little tent up with a little idol and stuff, and there's people, you see people going by and just throwing money at it and walking away.
Is there a temple to Saloon here?
Oh, I'm sure there's one around here somewhere.
Since, mariners love us.
Oh yes, I'm sure that...
I thought Melora was the...
Melora is nature, isn't she?
I thought she had the sea.
Possibly.
Storm.
Well, the moon goddess. Tides, moons,
Alright, so,
that whole tie-in.
you guys have a freaking festival in front of you.
Awesome.
They write down some stuff in here, of course, but let me tell you there's one thing you guys should know about me DMing style if you haven't DM'd with me before. I am a fan of anything that's going to be fun. Especially in skill challenges. If you can find a way to make it work, or if you can even find something vaguely resembling an excuse to make it work. My favorite story involves him.
What do you do?
He brought a big Dragonborn fighter tank who dumped int to a library fact-finding skill challenge, and I told him beforehand, do whatever you want, we'll make it work. He said, okay, I'm going to intimidate a book, and he did. And the book talked to him.
I crit the intimidation roll and ended up intimidating knowledge out of a book. I shouted the learning out. It's now become a thing for that character.
Now, before you laugh, he didn't realize that the wizard around the corner was so scared they cast Ghost Down to make the book talk.
That's retcon. That's not what happened. So you're probably the squishiest, yes? No?
He's squishier than me.
Okay, give this to him then. So
yeah, you probably have good AC.
Yeah, I have a 29.
All right,
so I'm spending a surge to create a protected scroll for my friend here. You have a protected scroll.
You've already won.
Oh, fantastic.
All right, so beautiful.
There's a little card for you.
So there are carts and shops and tents and buskers and all sorts of fun and joy at this festival. Would anybody like to do anything in the festival?
Yes, absolutely.
Doesn't sound
There's
fun.
food, right?
Oh yes, there are many kinds of food.
Is there any Dragonborn? I want to go.
Fantastic.
This place is filled with Dragonborn. This is mostly Dragon. I mean, you know how other places are filled with humans? Aber is filled with Dragonborn.
Okay. Well, I want to go talk to them. See what I can find out. What's going on?
So you were looking for some streetwise?
Yeah, I guess so.
Sure, give me a roll.
So you didn't care about what we played? We already
as it turns out, for some reason, it doesn't seem to matter so far until I yell about it later. Because
Oh, nice.
25.
20.
It's like, does that guy say 31?
We open with a 31.
It's 20 size, but everything with
Why'd you
a
say-
I
why'd
have
you say
31
that?
written on it. What the hell? So 25, you said?
Yeah.
All right, that's past the medium DC. That's beautiful. There's a, you find some people like well, welcome to Tarlith. With the festival, this thing's going on. You want to keep your head down a little bit because there's some people in charge who aren't all that nice. For example, the Green Duchess. She is a really old dragon. She's been around since the Dawn Wars. She likes to eat people. She kind of rules everything, and we love it.
Yeah. Perception.
My passive insight is 27.
We love
He failed his bluff
Mine's
check.
30.
I'm going to share with him that I was involved in a battle against. I placed one adventure. There's another part of Abeir where there's another female dragon. It's further north.
I don't know.
Green
if I,
Empress. It's
Oh yeah, I don't think I played that one.
it was like someone made it who really likes
Okay.
Abeir. It's kind of its own little thing, but yeah.
So yeah.
I'd like to.
Oh,
I'm
and
so
there's
about
spoils
trying to
our
make
plans.
converts.
There is. Oh yeah, there's one other guy you should know. There's the guy. There's the mayor of the city, kind of a puppet of the Green Emperor or Green Duchess. Big surprise.
Yeah.
His name is
Steve.
Puppet.
We also accept
I'm sorry.
Larry.
Floppy.
Or Larach is the Green Duchess.
Larry.
What is it?
Or Larach. And then throw an H in the end if you feel like being Yiddish. And the mayor of this area is the title of the Tarsith.
Ooh, the Tarsith.
Tarsith. If you see someone who looks like a lizard dandy, it's probably him.
He's Dragonborn.
He is a dragonborn
Well-heeled.
He is dragonborn with a cane and an overly large feather in his cap. He is obviously not compensating for anything.
So why did this guy teleport us here?
This merchant told you that there is good work to happen here, and there's good stuff that can be done, and he paid for the trip. So
And that was it?
the worst you get out of it is a trip.
We should probably go talk to him about that.
Well, I want to ask around people if they know anything about this merchant.
I'm gonna.
All right. Well, you've done one thing already.
Okay,
so,
all right.
We'll start with that. So you want to make some converts to some.
I want to make some converts to Saloon, and while doing that, I also want to try
Show the
to
convert.
hear stories and whatnot about this area, having not been here before.
All right.
So it's sort of a combination between the diplomacy and the streetwise.
Okay. Give me both rolls because it amuses me.
So diplomacy, streetwise. Oh, good. 21. I'm thrown off by all these lizards.
+1 for me.
22.
That's still
right.
medium
Get
DC.
a
So.
shield bonus.
And my streetwise is 30. No, 29.
29. That is hard DC. Beautiful. All right. The streetwise gives you much the same information that he does. And people talking to. You find some more people with holy symbols of Flynn who are more than happy to talk to you, but there's far more people walking around with holy symbols of Bahamut.
Right.
And so with
sweet.
Tiamat.
That's sweet.
I worship
Close.
Bahamut.
Yeah.
Dragonborn thing.
Because, this is the place of dragons. So,
Right, right.
you know.
I understand that. It's just all.
Yeah, most of the people who have symbols of Flynn, they seem to be see somehow.
Right. Good to see.
Yeah.
And I
right.
bless them. And I bless even the others who don't,
At least one or two spit back. There's actually there's a couple people get into a little bit of fisticuffs over it on the side. It's kind of cool.
Awesome. I like that. I leave this weight behind me.
Yeah.
Destruction.
All right.
Do I learn anything about the town?
It's despite the festival, there is not a general feeling of happiness in this town.
Okay.
People are surviving.
And along that same line, not with the religion end of it, mind you, not something in particular. I'd like to try to get some more history about the area, so i.e. how the dragons came to power and
Sure.
all
Give
the-
me a roll.
Yeah.
Probably by being dragons.
Well, yes, but
But who did she
they didn't all
eat?
jump in.
There's some primordials in
This is not just the Big Bang Theory. Ooh, 13. It's going to be a 30.
All right. So we're talking all the way back to the Dawn War.
Yes.
So as far as Aber is concerned, it's dragons versus not primordials, not gods versus primordials.
Okay. Dragons.
Yeah, the dragons won, and they own everything. The end.
They betrayed the
Good story.
primordials.
Yeah.
Awesome.
That's kind of like quick.
Now, they're the people that.
That's a short, sweet version.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now it seems kind of odd because dragons can theoretically die of old age, but people will tell you that the Green Duchess has pretty much ruled this place since the Dawn Wars.
Since the Dawn Wars. Okay.
That is how these stories go.
That was-
Mirror,
Your
mirror on the
facts
wall.
about dragons say there's something funny and screwy about that, but the stories all agree it's been since the Dawn Wars.
Okay. I rolled a 25 religion to, I'd like to get some sense of who this bitch goddess of the sea is and whether any of the sort of weird religious gods that I'm seeing here are.
Hey, Bama's not weird.
No, Bahamut I'm fine with.
Oh, okay.
I'm
Yeah.
cool.
Umberly is.
Trying to get the religious temperature.
Umberly is really there just because of the festivals. Is the sense you're getting.
Okay.
Normally, sailors pay her her due so that she doesn't sink their ships. That's the only reason she's around.
Basically insurance.
Yes.
She's the mob.
She's the
Yes. She is the divine mob
Yeah.
of the sea.
This is a nice ship. I'd hate for anything to happen to it.
Your ship, it is lovely.
So, all right. So we don't have to worry about her so much, is what you're saying.
So if you're not traveling much by ship, you're probably correct.
Okay.
So I get a vibe of the people. Insight. Wow, fear me. 18.
They do. Like, look at that guy. He's got pointy ears and no
Super
scales.
effective.
That's weird.
No one will speak to you.
Yeah. The people are doing what they have to live. They're gonna live to see tomorrow. That
Usually a
there's-
decent plan.
Okay.
This whole
There's a lot
city
of
feels like
facets.
one day at a time.
Okay, on a perception, just a passive perception, does it, having understood about does it seem like it should be more prosperous than it is? Does it, or does it seem prosperous, it's just, even with the prosperous, they're still...
As far as the perception, there's always the rich, there's always the poor, that kind of thing.
Right.
But since you're actually looking for that, I would say you're probably looking at a history check, perhaps. That sounds amusing to me.
I could have done that.
You didn't ask.
I know. She did.
God bless me.
Beautiful.
25.
Excellent.
I didn't make the,
All right,
but, plus 7.
This,
so.
just from your general reading of how cities work and the feel of governments and towns. You've been in a town or 5 before.
Right.
This feels like a town that's actually run decently. It just has some slightly capricious and definitely oppressive overlord stuff going on.
Okay.
Just kind of there's people who wander by and they'll make that rule that says I get to eat the third person I see, and it really sucks to be that person. But they also make the rule that says we get this kind of money in, and then we actually put that money back into the city. So
Right.
it's not badly run.
It's right.
It's just
And it's
run by
safe,
it's run by bad people.
By bad people, heavy-handedly.
Yes.
The trains are on time.
Yeah.
The trains are on time. A few passengers may get eaten on the way.
But they're not starving to death. And,
Yeah, I mean, imagine the humanoids are cattle.
right.
Yeah. No, it's brutal,
Kind
but
of,
not
yeah.
Which
Yes.
I am. Humanoid.
It's a bad. It may be a bad day to be a humanoid, especially since
Since I am too.
Has anyone seen the Green Duchess? Or is that her name?
the Green Duchess is the yes.
Does she make an appearance or just?
She's, occasionally yes, and she's a really big green dragon.
Like when was the last time anyone's?
She flies
by
by
history. Oh,
on
she
a
actually.
regular
Oh,
basis.
she does. Okay.
She also has a
Or you can
Facebook
wait till
account.
right now.
So she's not dragonborn. She's an actual
She is
dragon.
a dragon.
Got it.
Yes.
An ancient, like
Huge.
She's at least old.
yeah.
Look, I put down a huge green dragon mini for no apparent reason.
Right.
Well, I would say no. That's fine.
All right. So, as you guys are gathered back together and start to compare notes, you guys want to do anything else at the festival? I
We're
apologize.
good. We're good. We're eating and drinking aggressively.
Eating. Oh,
Ooh, aggressive.
I was specifically if you want to eat or drink. I actually have rules for those.
We would like to eat all of the food as much as possible.
Okay, this is going to get. This is going to get
They
amusing.
are halflings after all.
Oh, there's some stuff about food.
I put fizzy stones in the drink.
We have somebody selling
Cherry
eel
flavored.
soup. We have somebody selling crab. We have somebody selling steamed clams.
The answer is yes.
Oh, yum. A lot of seafood.
Yeah, we'll start with
Somebody
that.
selling bouquets, but that's just whatever.
Bouquets?
Eel on a stick sounds pretty good.
Oh, that
I'd
sounds
like
really
to buy a
good.
bouquet and eat it.
Okay.
Minotaurs.
Yeah, that makes
Well, it
sense.
helps your breath.
Yeah.
I'm all for it.
I think we'll start with
Have
the eel
two.
sample.
There's
delicious.
a young blonde human who's selling these bouquets and starts talking about these her favorite flower as you start eating the plant in front of her.
No, I buy one. I'm not a complete
She says you're
savage.
right. These are delicious.
Yes, she's like, it's particularly exquisite. Like, ooh,
And it has
very
much
tasty, a
medicinal
nutty aftertaste.
and much medicinal. I don't know if that's going to be good for you, sir.
Everything's good for me.
It's
He's a grazer.
It's a natural cathartic. It's
Right.
marvelous
All right.
for him.
Does
Don't worry,
anybody
he's got
play
4 stomachs.
Cross-gender? I didn't ask about gender.
It's an important question. It's important.
Yeah, it's important to me.
Let's get that out of the way
Anybody
early.
playing cross-gender?
Anybody gender bending?
He's half elf. I mean, is that?
No, he's male. Okay.
Good chance.
We'll start with the eel sampler platter. So eel on a stick, eel soup. I think there might have been an eel salad.
Oh, look, I'm writing down things for no apparent reason.
Rocks fall every night.
So, but wait a minute. What did she say about medicinal flower? Maybe it's something significant.
No, she just.
Okay, well, okay, so you want to go to
Expect her
the
to put it in
eels.
a vase.
You're looking for the eel soup,
Yes.
and there's another guy with eel on a stick.
Yes.
Awesome. You're going to go towards
Right,
those.
you can stir
Yes.
one with the other.
Okay, so we are looking at I have my list of character names here. Reed and Deer,
Yeah.
both doing eel soup and eel on a stick for no apparent reason. The eel soup is damn tasty.
Yes.
Large, elderly dragonborn, freshly cut eel over a bowl of noodles in this weird flavored broth. It's like it's
Eel
what it is.
ramen.
You want to write back to Mama to tell her to make this.
Yes.
Excellent work.
However, there's the dude selling his famous grilled eel on a stick with lemon flavored wine. He swear it goes well with the eel.
We'll have some lemon flavored wine as well.
Awesome, because the eel on the stick is not that not that famous.
Well, it's famous, but
It's more like influence.
only to
More
emergency,
infamous.
emergency rooms.
Yes, it's pretty much yesterday's eel on a stick,
All right.
but the wine washes the taste out of your
Fantastic.
Well, you didn't ask
They do
for
go
fresh
together.
specifically, so,
Yes.
you know.
Is there
They do go all
drinking?
together.
mouth.
Is there carousing
Yeah,
establishments?
There's always
That's
there's
why
always
special.
carousing and drinking, of course,
Okay.
and you are an experienced enough adventurer to avoid the stuff that might be silly effects I list down on here. Anybody else want to do anything fun, or are we going to move on to smashings?
Just
Smashing.
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 I hear smashings.
Yay.
I brought cookies,
Okay.
Wow.
one for each per round. And I actually miscounted, so I have enough for everybody.
Bless
Made
you.
of wind.
Now, is this related to the transgender question at all? Is there
No,
a theme I'm picking up here? I'm
it's
just
not.
checking.
I just realized I didn't ask for.
Jack or
I usually
Seth,
ask
be so
for-
kind as to cut these
I'll
out
take
so people may look
These
at them.
are oatmeal raisin walnut.
But it does answer
So
the
if you
age-old
can't
question.
do,
All
Did you bring enough for everybody?
So,
Yeah.
as you guys get together and
for
no, I know
every
you
round.
did. That's it. That answers the age-old question.
Oh,
yes.
Did you bring enough for everybody?
So as you guys are getting together and comparing notes and possibly soups,
Thank you, sir.
you see this group of young children marching by, being chaperoned by this older human female. They're obviously marching along to sample the various foods of the festival.
okay.
Yes.
It looks like the lady
Fastest
is
food
escorting,
tasting
you know,
expedition.
And they're humans.
well, it's a human female escorting a mixed
mixed group
race
of
back.
kids,
Yes,
yeah.
Okay.
yes.
But
This is
they're
obviously the
humanoids.
daycare marching by.
Right.
They're
Having been
humanoids.
raised
Yes.
in an orphanage, I have tremendous compassion for these children, and I would like to buy them eel stew,
No
eel
dragon
ramen,
And then
for all of them.
you see this guy holding up a sign that says, "Hello, adventurers! I am Valen."
Valen,
And
fantastic.
then the crowd screams.
Oh,
And it's like, he said, "No, I'm Valen!" But they're pointing up above him and behind him, where out of this big door that opens up in the sky, this gigantic green dragon and this big three-headed purple dragon come flying out of this door.
2 dragons.
Yes, two different big, huge
Two dragons, 4 heads.
And then a few other like winged people and people who are flying who shouldn't be come out, and they're following the green dragon mostly.
Are they like battling each other, or they're
No,
flying
they're
together?
actually, they go by. They literally high five each other in midair and mid-wing, which looks like a damn. I mean, except for the fact people are screaming and running away. Oh, spread that amongst people, would you?
Oh, I didn't know if we got it yet.
Yes, you do.
Spread that amongst yourselves.
And then people are panicking. People are panicking. You hear at least one. You're hearing it says. It screams out, "Oh, Timora's." Insert bad word here. I would make a bad insult, but you know. The Green Duchess has brought the Maroon Prince for another feeding contest. Quick, run for your lives! And he starts waving people to, like, you go to that tent, you go to that hole. The children are huddled in the corner, off to the side. Oh, and that's all I needed for. Thank you.
I suit up.
That was your scissors? Oh, his scissors. Okay. The dragons split in different directions, and the purple one comes flying your direction, and good chunk. This is coming in towards the middle of the square.
When he yells that,
everyone's scrambling to take cover. So
I suit up.
No,
I'm just wearing clothes. No, yeah. it's actually imposter armor.
Okay, yeah.
Turns into armor. I pull my shield off my arm.
Because it's amusing, there's lots of yelling. Everyone has time for a minor action because I think it's hilarious.
Okay.
If someone has a minor action you want to throw for a dragon about to come and rampage through the peasants of your area.
Not as
Can I do a knowledge check on the dragon, like what type of breath it may have, or?
Give me a roll, sure.
I shield of faith.
We're looking for what?
Oh, that's a daily. I don't do that. No.
Could be a good time.
When I rolled 18, what am I rolling?
I see it's a magical beast, natural magical beast. So I believe Arcana or Nature will cover.
Both of mine suck. I guess Arcana would be a 23.
A 23. You are looking at let's see, what is his? You're looking at something that's with a lot of heads. It's probably going to be hard to affect with status effects that would cause him to not take actions because he's got a lot of heads.
a lot of saves.
He had to daze 3 different things.
Yeah, that kind of thing. Yeah.
Okay.
It's really hard to tell, but you're thinking possibly acid and fire. Normally, purple is the amethyst dragons are associated with psychic, but he is obviously not an amethyst dragon. He has too many heads.
It's like a hydra or something, huh? Okay.
Great.
He is something strange and weird.
Okay.
Anyone else have a minor action they want to throw? Did you throw Shield of Faith? Or?
I did not. I'm sorry. It's
Okay.
a daily. I forgot. I'll wait.
Sure. By the way.
Oh.
So, you guys each got this power. Save the kid.
Oh, we each got it. It's all the same.
Yes.
Am I near the kids?
I will show you in a moment.
Okay.
We're getting a shield bonus from being
Yes.
adjacent
Yes.
to you, or just
No.
For being on the same continent.
Yes.
Because it's written wrong.
That's weird.
Yes, there is no
weird.
particular rain. If you, I assume if you can gaze upon me, my aura.
Yeah,
increases
you feel stronger somehow.
Yes. If you are next to me, you get +1 to saving throws.
So the kids.
If I have marked something, you get a +1 to your defenses.
Okay.
In addition.
From them.
Just count your mark as a -3 then, just to make my life easier.
I will. The only thing, if you include me in the attack, they will still get the +1 to defenses.
Oh, well, point.
Yeah, it's tricky.
So, but I will keep track of that for you.
Thank you.
giant dragon, middle of the
But
marketplace.
if you do not have a shield, you get a
Save
+1
the-
shield.
oh, you're a
bonus.
striker.
AC.
I'm saving kids.
I'm lost in
Alright.
the dragon.
Okay. So,
So I'm going to draw things on a map now.
Hey, Jack.
excellent, excellent.
Can your
Does
wizard
this
slow
stat with that,
things?
or-
Yes, that's a power
You're
bonus
playing-
thing.
Not really.
No.
This is a shield.
Miniature
There's
Or
one thing in one
So if you already
encounter
have a
that
shield-
can, but
I
as a general rule, no.
Flanking with me is super fun.
I'm interested.
I do more damage.
He's
to
hitting
things
all
that
the
are
time.
Slowed. I don't know if you guys
Flanking
know
with
power
me is super fun. Because
You
flanking with me
do any
grants
things
CA
that
to
are
the rest
slow?
of the party.
What's that?
What does that out of curiosity?
And your the person
my
flanking with me
Paragon
gets
Path,
+3 instead of +2 to hit.
Zephyr Blade.
All kinds
Oh,
of
okay.
awesome things.
Nice.
It's a
Yeah.
Paragon
Should I
thing. I
just
do
play with
extra
you?
damage to
Since
things.
I'm
that-
Really, they changed it?
Okay. Well,
Does
my
anybody
not
have
yet
good
Paragon,
MBAs?
so yeah, I
I'm
have.
sorry.
I have
did you
very
go
good
work?
melee.
So you
I take that one because it's
So, yeah,
charisma based.
because
You do
on-
charisma
I
modifier
have a power
damage. So.
skills
Yeah,
medium
I'm-
where I
Trust me
attack
anymore these days.
the monster for
You're defender.
2 weapons.
So sorry.
Plus-
Or I looked at
Plus
it.
granting a melee
Or I
basic.
looked at
defenders.
this.
You're
And
playing
then gives
defender
you
as
melee
well.
basic.
Is she playing strike?
Sweet. Yeah, no,
She's a
I'm
player.
carrying a maul,
We've
so
got-
and I'm strength con,
So,
so
So our MBAs are you.
It's defender. Well, he might have an MBA. Do you have a melee basic attack?
I have a melee basic.
Your strength? Are you strength based?
No, charisma, but my virtuous strike can be used as a melee basic.
yeah.
So-
Good two guys.
So, yeah. It's defender, leader, controller,
I actually have both of them.
leader,
Striker,
leader.
I actually have both. I have a ranged basic and a melee basic
Awesome.
because I'm a cheater.
Did you, you
I took
Eldritch Strike?
Acid Orb as my on power and Paragon.
Yeah.
Oh, that might not be too effective against this guy. Maybe you have to hit the right head or something.
I only do it when I can't reach.
Let me guess, you're going to hide and shoot the dragon.
Yeah.
Oh,
And a range
The only
20
thing I do
a
with
range
this
basic
character.
is useful.
I like running. Nothing wrong with running. It's a big scary
Dragons
dragon.
usually have pretty good.
Well, literally, there's someone sitting off to the side yelling out. Most of the people are able to get into locations. The kids are like scattered around the square.
Yes.
And the chaperone's standing over. Your guys are going to be around this fountain.
Right?
Well, when we roll initiative, I'm going to do my battlements thing to move towards protect the kids.
Okay. Well, the kids are scattered around the square, huddled.
Okay.
And the chaperone's going to stand over here yelling out, "Will someone save the children?"
I run there.
Yes.
Save the citizen,
Well-
man.
Well, okay. I will
Save the children, save the
get
world.
appropriate minis down and a couple.
Okay, we didn't hear anything about this purple. What is he? The purple.
The
people
Maroon
eater?
Prince.
The maroon
The
prince.
purple kid eater.
And the feeding
Yes,
contest.
he's the purple people eater.
Small people eater.
But he's neither one-eyed nor one.
But he is flying.
Yes.
I just hope we don't have to.
All right. So there is worst little cart stand ever. And there'll be a couple more.
Is that where the eel on stick is?
Dave's
I almost don't
dysentery
even
shack.
care anymore.
So, Jan.
There, I really don't care anymore. I just wrote eel
I
here
looked
on a
up
little
the schedule
square.
For what time she was supposed to work today, and I said, 9:30. And I told her, I said, well, you shouldn't have to trust me these days. So she went to work at 9:30, and no, you're working.
Wow, I kind of misdid that. Could someone please get me a paper towel and something wet? I'd
Paper
like to
towel?
expand the square out just a little bit.
That's good, she's up.
You need
Something wet.
Good teamwork, guys. If that's any indication of how we're going to do today, I think we have a really good chance.
here you go, you can use this.
Of surviving.
Oh, beautiful. There's a man who comes prepared for a
A little more
convention.
efficient, huh? A little spritzer.
Yeah,
So worth it.
all the little DM tricks, you know.
Oops.
That one's just going to fall over later.
So feel free to slap me in the back of my head, but I'm misjudging.
Yeah, you get over that quick.
But feel free to hit me in the back of my head. I'll recover, I'm sure.
Hey,
I
if you're-
stopped because of so many classes and I just got
If-
lost and I didn't know if
Honestly,
someone
anymore,
was
I just-
cheating me or not cheating me, but now I don't care if they're cheating
Well, now,
me.
if you ever want to come on a Friday, we have people who A, don't cheat, and B, are fun.
Oh, okay.
We have,
Well, they don't cheat
we have a few.
Oh, no.
We have a few who cheat.
I
On a
just don't
Friday?
cheat much. And a lot of
I
times
mean,
it's not
his-
really
his thing,
cheating.
yeah.
Yeah, that's what I organize it. So yes.
Paul is the one who runs it. He's the one
That's
that
what
you
he-
send in the message and he figures
Yeah.
out the page. He does all the work.
And if you tell me you want to play with specific people or don't want to play with specific people, I do my best to make that happen. I've only had a few people tell me they don't want to play with other people, and I've yet to have them at the same table. So I count that as a win. All right, so
I keep saying I don't want to play with Paul, but
You get stuck.
I would damn for that guy Paul. He keeps cheating, and yet there you are every time. All right, so I'm not 100% prepared on what minis to have out, but that's okay. I'm the DM, and I'm allowed to take any more time I want.
So that was my favorite moment in the Avengers.
What, smash? Oh, yes.
Yes.
The sucker punch.
That
That
so,
and
like I said, I have
Puny
that
God.
Yeah, puny. Yeah.
Yeah, puny gods.
As Forrest called it, interrupting Hulk.
Yes.
But
Somebody
my-
finally
my
interrupted
favorite
box text.
was that
I stopped Fox Text.
So,
I loved it. That was
so
so
PCs,
chocolate.
go ahead and gather
Still
around
pissed off
this
about the
fountain here.
helicarrier. Just dish.
Thank you.
Can you put me
We're all in a nice dragon breath formation.
Of course we
Well, you
are.
don't have to be that close to the fountain, but you know, close to the
I
fountain.
call it the
Oh,
Dark
I
Sun
think it's
starting
around the
square.
fountain.
They're scattered around.
The kids, I'm going to
kids
put them down in
love
just a moment. Okay, so the Maroon Prince lands here.
Yes.
And the very first thing he does is eat your contact.
Awesome.
Varen, we hardly knew
Valen.
ye. I mean, literally, we hardly knew ye at all.
Awesome.
Hey!
How you
I'm
doing?
over here.
Wait,
That was the
I've
guy who
seen-
said Valen
I've seen
on
this
Valen?
movie.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
And that was the one who paid for us to fly out there?
Yeah,
That we
Deep
never
Blue
got to
Sea.
talk to?
Yeah, I was gonna say it's Deep Blue Sea.
Who was going to give us our whole assignment and up?
What I brought you here for is,
Well, we can all go home now.
well,
It was a nice trip. Let's make it-
Actually, I don't think we can because it was like a one-way ticket.
I hope you pay. Yeah, I hope you paid for the teleport up front.
It's all right. I have feet.
Trip was paid for in advance. We can all
My
leave
feet
now.
can carry me.
Well, I think you need a boat.
There are boats.
Prince.
I have no problem getting on a boat.
Are you good? You got cover?
We don't have any dwarves.
Yeah, I can get.
I can make a door.
I can get over there. Break his arm.
I'm a low strength person.
Then
who
you
wears
pop back.
plate and shield.
You can't. We have an
I'm not
anchor.
enthused about water.
Dragons have good
Anchor.
defenses across the board, right? There's
You
not
can
gonna
I've
stop
got
the
time to
boat.
scale
Just
this,
don't
okay?
let go of that rope.
You know how hard it
Don't have
is.
bad reflex.
I almost want to take
And if we're gonna target anything,
breathe underwater.
I can open it.
Just because I want to find a way to scale this that's more interesting than just add 2 levels to the dragon instead of 1 for 7
Oh
people.
man.
Right.
Add something else.
I'm gonna give him a couple attendants.
Good.
Fantastic.
Good. That'll be nice.
So there's a
not to
couple of-
be solo.
Humanoids, actually, despite the fact I'm using dragon miniatures because I'm just that kind of bad. Oh wait, we have somebody literally using this miniature. Okay, that's not going to be a bad guy.
That would get confusing.
Oh wait.
More Dragonborn?
Oh, you have all the minis ever. I was gonna say I have dragon kind of minion-y guys.
Have another one. Whichever mini it was.
I also have a great vocabulary, which I use constantly. Okay, how about these guys? Yes, no?
Well, of
Demon
course
ink?
you
Oh sure, these guys are awesome.
Yeah.
I'm going to use these guys for his attendants, and I'm going to put
Here, you want one that's reddish? so
one
you
coming
can
up here
Distinguish.
and one coming up here.
So just 2.
Not.
How much do you weigh?
Stop sitting on minis.
We have a mace wielding one and an axe wielding
Okay,
one. So that makes
perfect.
me happy.
50.
I'll just call them mace and axe for my own.
As long as you're happy.
I have almost
Edification.
11 pounds again.
Because
Which miniature is yours?
you're a melee, right?
I have a ranged attack.
All right. Would somebody
Is there anybody
please, would
who's
people
really
be
just
so
melee?
kind as to roll initiative, and would somebody gather and order them for me so that I am prepared when the time comes? And we need. That's right. That's what I keep looking.
Do you have
on
the
there
character
for.
names all written down?
I do.
Do you want to track the initiative
I
since
can,
you have them?
well, not track, but I
But
can.
he's
I can
gonna
grab-
He likes to
transfer
We
track.
have that
She'll gather.
conversation already.
But she'll give it
But
to him
I
all
will
at once.
gather them, absolutely. Just give me
No,
one
what else?
there it is.
second.
That's
Anybody
what I'm
got
talking
a
about. I got
light
33
weapon?
initiative.
Can I borrow one of these?
No, what
real
else?
quick?
Oh, most certainly.
Does anyone else
I've got an
have
actual
stupid
pencil here
initiative
if you
tricks?
need instead.
No, because I'll use
I
the
don't
white.
understand.
Not that you're doing
I've
now,
got,
but I have one
I've
as a
got
daily,
dry erase
so
pens if you wanna use
I'm
instead.
probably going to save it, but we can probably.
Those are my erase.
Sure.
Good on
I
my
might-
initiative.
I don't know, your call. That'd be a good one to use now.
Perfect. I just want it right.
Well, I mean, I could do Rune of Meritorious Alacrity and bump everybody's up by 10. I just don't know if it's worth
I mean,
it at
if
this
we're
point.
in a
Yeah,
movie,
it might not be
Okay,
for this.
so
Eating children and stuff?
right here.
I don't know.
Okay,
Is the,
everyone, you're
the-
working on
this,
your
this,
initiatives.
this is the nanny.
Okay.
There is
the what?
this is the nanny.
Okay.
This is these are buildings on the sides here. There's a little door in the building to which she has shoved
get
the
the-
rest of the children I have not put on the map.
Would you like to use Skittles as children? They're
Okay, Sir
tasty.
Valentine,
I've actually got short minis,
Initiative.
so I was going to use those.
Eight.
But that is awesome. But that is
Dragon
awesome
does-
too.
And the dragon doesn't eat them?
Yeah.
Okay.
Initiative.
okay, Gristle,
That's
19.
offensive.
That's offensive.
Speak of the
32.
devil.
Reed, Deer,
33.
29.
Criv,
What table do you end up at?
I didn't. I just ended up. Barely.
Oh, you just got up. Yeah. No. 7 players. 7-player table. I'm scaling for that.
Yep, 25.
We have 2 sevens.
did we have anything that upped our initiative?
No, we didn't.
No, okay.
Waiting for you to come home. I was looking forward to it.
Yeah, I'm going to save Rune when we
I
have
wasn't
more
scheduled
bad guys
to-
to
I was
fight, I
scheduled to
think.
play.
I know.
Don't blame
Because
me.
I
I haven't
suspect
looked at this one yet.
that this is one of those things where there are a bunch of kids that just keep happening. We can't save all the
Yeah.
kids in
I
the
did
first
not bring my
round.
laptop.
Yeah.
Okay.
I suspect you are correct.
Oh, when you get the chance, there is an app for your phone you have to download for the Maccast.
Yeah, we'll talk later.
Yeah.
Okay.
But remind me about that because someone found an app that has questions for that test. Not directly off the test, but the same
guy with
study
the big
material.
sword, good chain, kind of closest to me. That one. Yeah.
So we're right next.
Sure, that'll work.
Oh yeah, who's so PCs or okay, so this is me. Which one's deer? Which one's reed?
That
The one with the sling is deer, the rogue.
No, the one with the hat.
The one with the hat.
This is
deer.
this
No.
is reed.
Other
Vice versa.
But
Which one is this guy?
Reed.
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 Deer.
Okay, and who's this?
Actually, this guy's.
That's our wizard.
Zahn.
Okay, and this is our
Gristle.
Minotaur Gristle, and this is our Dragonborn,
Yeah.
and Jason. Okay.
half elf.
And that's somebody else.
That's
That's the
the
nanny.
The Minotaur would be
Okay,
unmistakable.
guarding the children, and these are
Oh,
somebody
jazz
else.
hands
Okay.
guy.
Oh,
Jazz hands guy, one of the kids?
Yes. The short people are kids.
We have halflings at the table.
Short people.
Okay, my little plastic short people are kids.
Alrighty.
All right.
Where's those hands at?
So what? Now remember.
Oh, so I get to move.
So first of all, you everybody has that little power which you can use once this encounter called
Right.
Save the Kid.
Right.
Um,
So we have 7.
I'm gonna check one thing here. As I read this about a couple days ago. Whatever skills you want to do to try to move children, they're going to sit there and cower.
Right.
So whatever skills you want to do on your turn to move children.
What kind of action is that?
If you want, most things are going to be a minor action, most likely.
Okay.
If you want to do it as a standard action, it'll be a hell of a lot easier.
And you have to be next to them, or can you do it at range?
Entirely depends what you want to do. You can
Okay.
yell at them from 30 feet away.
Okay.
If you're going to physically move them, if you do it from 30 feet away, I'll be very impressed.
So we have to get them out of the square?
You have to get them to the nanny, who is
Oh,
going
to
to
the
stuff
nanny.
them in the hole, and they'll be safe.
Got it.
Phrasing. Okay.
So did Battle Mind turbo off?
Yeah, it's a battle mind turbo movement. Go.
Yeah. Is this a hard corner? Looks like
Yes,
it.
it's a building. So these people here are attendants. They have whips and longer whips. They're literally walking around with whips and chainmail and just flaying people and having a day. It's not fun.
What's
Well, it is for them.
These?
presumably.
Yeah, that guy and his friend back there.
And he's in this square?
Da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
I don't know why this character does not have better
Walking
intimidate.
terrain, merchant stalls, difficult terrain. Buildings are 4 squares high. I think we all have a decent idea what's going on here. Okay, excellent. So you have everything there, but bad guys.
Right. These are blocking terrain.
Those
jumpable?
are difficult terrain
Difficult.
or difficult terrain things you can hide in
Got it.
until they're smashed. Then they're just difficult terrain.
Got it.
I think that's the only info for bad guys. All right.
We have a volunteer.
Yep.
So I did a little psionic rush over there.
You
couldn't
just
reach-
ran straight for the dragon.
Yeah, I
Go
couldn't-
Defender Man.
We couldn't reach any of them, so to be adjacent to him, I was trying
So.
to get a little bonus so I can get
You can
adjacent
rub
to
barbecue
him.
sauce on yourself as a minor.
That's a Minotaur thing.
Yeah, I know. The horseradish armor.
Takes
Yes.
great visibility.
I believe lizards, I think, call for horseradish, maybe? Or tartar?
He said horseradish.
Tartar sauce.
Worcestershire.
Worcestershire would probably be good with
Worcestershire is
yeah,
always
that
awesome.
would be good.
That's
with
a,
All right.
I need to
Did
get
any
that belt that
PCs
just does
break?
damage to anybody
There's a
who's
PC that broke 32.
33 and 32
Belt
These
are
are
spike,
belts.
there's like barb belt or something.
Reed is
Yeah, but there's
33.
there's one where you don't have to make any rolls.
I'm not even
No, I know what you
writing
mean.
numbers.
Yeah,
I'm just
just
gonna
Anybody grabs you, they take damage.
Followed by
Got it.
Zahn.
should take damage.
Followed by
Yeah.
Zahn, and then the next up
Followed
is
by-
29.
Scourge. What is his initiative? Oh, that's right. I don't even have to roll for him.
I got no play.
And then Deer's at 29.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Did anyone read
So
that
I can
book,
switch places with
Watership
that kid in
Down?
the corner.
Not for a very
With the
long
rabbits, right?
Yeah.
40 years
So
ago.
this is kind of like, this is the rabbit war. You know, things seem to be okay, but people are depressed for some reason.
And then, Gristle, what is your